Solid Snake. Can you hear what I'm saying? Well, this time the chicken man, better watch your back. I'm gonna kick your ass, speed him, kill him all. Down, what am I gonna do? Down, what am I gonna do? Down, what am I gonna do? Down. Have you ever seen cool game like this? Metal Gear.
Damn, what am I gonna do? Hey, welcome. As I said, this is as I said on websites. This is a transparent excuse to actually finish some shit that I probably should have finished a long time ago. Oh. Solid. Sorry about the sound. I dropped my mic trying to move it a bit because I'm an idiot. Usually tend to kind of hurry into games, but this is one of those games where the intro is worth watching, and there's even some extra stuff worth watching before we start. A lot of cool stuff in Metal Gear.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by Next Generation Special Forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim. High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, Giant and Shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes, this is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
Game's presentation is out of this fucking world. Games today don't stand up to it. I can only imagine how absolutely mind-blowing this must have been in fucking, what, 98? Like, that's insane. Anyway, before we get started, there's a few steps I want to take. First, I want to remind myself what the fuck the controls are, because I never remember how to play this game. An inverted Andy, don't hurt me. Also, this is one of those odd releases that uses circle to confirm and X to cancel even in the US release. I'm sure that tripped some people up. There are enough PS1 games around, but that people were used to whatever their region was usually doing. Anyway, before we go, there's actually another cutscene before the game starts. You can see it here with briefing, which I think is really interesting. It is its own thing.
It's been a long time, Snake.
I should have known you were behind this, Colonel.
That's no way to greet an old war buddy, Snake.
What do you want from me?
I just invited you here so we could have a talk.
Invited? That's what you call sending armed soldiers after me?
Sorry if they were a little rough with you. But we've got a serious situation here. Only you can get us out of it.
I'm retired from Foxhound. You're not my commander anymore, and I don't have to take orders from you or anyone else.
You will take these orders. I know it.
Excuse me.
Who's this?
Dr. Naomi Hunter. She's chief of Foxhound's medical staff and an expert in gene therapy.
Are you military?
No, civilian. I've been sent here from ATGC. Pleasure to meet you, Snake. Don't worry, this injection won't hurt a bit.
What's the shot for?
What's wrong? You don't like shots?
Snake,
I'd like to be known when I'm being ejected with.
Down 5 hours ago. Heavily armed soldiers occupied Shadow Moses Island, a remote island off the coast of Alaska.
What soldiers?
Next Generation Special Forces, led by members of Unit Foxhound. They've presented Washington with a single demand, and they say that if it isn't met, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
A nuclear weapon?
I'm afraid so. You see, the island is the site of a secret nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Foxhound hijacking a nuclear weapon?
Now you understand how serious the situation is. You'll have 2 mission objectives. First, you're to rescue the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, and the president of ArmsTech, Kenneth Baker. They're both being held as hostages.
Those are some heavy-duty hostages.
Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to launch a nuclear strike, and stop them if they do. Any questions, Snake?
Questions? I haven't even said whether I'd accept this mission.
Well, you can make up your mind after you hear more about the situation.
Oh, this is neat. This is set up as more.
Tell me about the nuclear weapon disposal facility.
The disposal facility includes a hardened underground base. Even with our most advanced intelligence gathering equipment, we can't tell what's happening inside.
So someone needs to penetrate, gather intelligence, and report back. Sounds like a spy movie. What's the insertion method?
Well, an air insertion is impossible.
Not with this storm going on.
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
Approach?
Yes, within a few miles of it. The facility is equipped with sonar detection capabilities. They'd be able to hear our engine or propeller noise.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV.
Launch?
Same as a torpedo, only this has no propulsion device of its own. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim.
You want me to swim in sub-zero Alaskan water?
Don't worry. That suit represents the latest advances in polythermal technology. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes, this is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
What's the time limit?
24 hours. They say they'll launch after 24 hours.
Do they say what the target will be?
So far, they haven't mentioned the target.
When did the countdown start?
5 hours ago.
Well, then it's not 24 hours now, is it?
Colonel, who are you speaking for?
Naturally, I'm representing the U.S. government.
So who's in supervisory control of this operation?
The President of the United States.
Which means that the President must be meeting with his top aides in the map room about now, huh?
No, at this point, they're still video conferencing with each other.
If that's a real nuclear warhead, shouldn't they issue a COG?
Not yet. The Secretary of Defense has operational control and is fully aware of the situation. After you infiltrate, if you determine they possess nuclear launch capabilities, a COG will be issued.
Well, if they haven't relocated to the nuclear shelter under Mount Washington, I suppose there isn't that much reason to worry yet. Is the National Security Agency in on this?
Yes. So is the DIA, the Defense Intelligence Agency.
The DIA? I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this.
They'll be sending us some support.
We don't need desk jockeys. We need a nuclear weapons specialist.
Of course. A nuclear weapons specialist has already been assigned to us.
Yeah. The tape sound effects.
We need backup from a specialist. I'm just an amateur when it comes to nuclear weapons.
I know. That's why I've requested the assistance of a military analyst named Nastasha Romanenko. She'll be providing you backup by codec.
A female analyst?
Snake, come on.
She's built up an impressive record as an advisor for the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. Contact her if you have any questions. She's also an expert on high-tech weapons.
Where's she working from?
At her home in Los Angeles.
California. Seems like 1,000,000 miles away. Colonel, you're retired. Why are you involved in this?
Because there aren't many people who know Foxhound as well as I do.
Is that really the only reason?
I've been soldiering for a long time. I don't know anything else. I guess even though I'm getting a little old, I still love to be in the field.
Colonel, you're a lousy liar. Tell me the real reason.
Okay, Snake. Sorry. I'll be frank. A person very dear to me is being held hostage.
Who is it?
My niece, Meryl.
least one other hostage. That the DARPA chief and
What was your niece doing here?
Several soldiers were reported missing the day of the revolt. And my niece was one of those called in as an emergency replacement.
She looks like you.
She's my little brother's girl. He died in the Gulf War. And since then, I've been watching after her.
A personal motive, Colonel. That's not very soldierly.
I'm retired. I'm just an old man now. And I'm your friend.
Since when are we friends?
I've thought of us as friends since the fall of Zanzibar.
With my personality, I don't have too many friends.
That's what I trust about you. It's what makes you human. Please, Snake. Save my niece, Meryl.
All right. But I have two conditions.
Name them.
1, no more secrets between us. I want complete disclosure at all times. And 2, I'll only accept orders directly from you, Colonel. No cutoffs involved, okay?
Agreed. That's why I was called. But one thing,
What?
I'm not a colonel anymore. Just a retired old warhorse.
I understand, Colonel.
that's very funny. Also really funny them mentioning, going out of the way to mention Meryl had psychotherapy to no longer be attracted to the opposite sex. That's like, okay, you just have that in there. They've hit her with the anti-hetero beam. We got those.
That doctor, is she part of this operation too?
She was in charge of Foxhound's gene therapy. She knows more about those men than anyone else.
You mean you've seen them naked?
Make no mistake, I'm not a nurse. I'm a scientist.
By the way, what was that injection for?
It's a combination of nanomachines and an anti-freezing peptide so that your blood and other bodily fluids don't freeze, even at subarctic temperatures.
Nanomachines.
Not just one kind, either. There are different types which will replenish the supply of adrenaline, nutrition, and sugar in your bloodstream.
Now I don't have to worry about food.
I also put some nootropics in there.
Say what?
Nootropics. A class of drugs which will help improve your mental functioning.
It'll make me smarter, huh? Anything else?
Yes. Benzedrine. It's a type of stimulant. It'll keep you alert and responsive for 12 straight hours.
That was quite a cocktail. Anything else in there?
Those nanomachines will also keep your Codex batteries charged up.
I guess I can call you when I'm ready to go on a diet.
You're welcome.
Very fun to even explain little things. Hey. Oh well. This is kind of a lot. This has been a cool sequence, but I kind of want to get to the game, if that's alright with adoring public. That is a very neat section, though. Like the kind of the talking snake portrait they have there. You know, when he has long hair like that, he looks so much more like Kurt Russell. Really funny. Radar off, pretty funny. Let's stick with normal. I'm not super confident at this, but I'm also.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface, but make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
I do like that there's even an explanation for, you know, why I had heard.
What was that noise?
Step in the water, of course. Kind of thing you got to keep track of in this game, eh? Okay, that should buy me some time.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You'd better hide somewhere.
Judo for a few times. Yeah, just take the throw. Fun, you know, activate shit. I don't actually know what button uses things. Oh, it's coming. Alright. I thought it was a switch you had to press, but now you just gotta wait for the switch to actually start. Uh-oh. That's bad. Never claimed to be good at this.
Snake, what happened? Snake! Snake!
Let's try this again. Both, probably a good idea, but we are training missions. Already here, might as well. Tired boy. Me too, man. Really? Oh, there's the other guy there. That's okay.
Snake.
Smoking attack. We'll use my shit. It is funny that, and kind of neat that this game is largely played from a top-down perspective. I've never played the MSX games, but I've heard this actually plays like extremely similarly to Metal Gear 2 in particular. There we go. Alright. Level, so to speak. Maybe the first screen would be a better way to put it. Diving gear anymore. Doesn't need that for extraction, does he? I assume not. There's that famous face. Less eyes, more the suggestion of eyes. Actually a very clever way of doing a low-res texture like that, if you ask me. This brain still do it again for models. That's true. Definitely the kind of trick they would have pulled with 2D. I mean, like, textures in, like, games like this are, like, largely pixel art in the first place. We didn't really have the resolution to be doing, you know, full-on, like, scans and stuff. Hey guys, it's White Acropolis from Sonic 06.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Get a little support in a way. Nothing direct, but keep some eyes off us. Or rather.
D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea. But it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed.
Hopefully we'll never see that thing again. Nor its pilot, right? Had you done the VR training, they would have mentioned that during the previous cutscene. That's interesting.
There are
Track of
only
that.
18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system. The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me, the stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
Quite the game, huh?
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
Mentioned that earlier, how it's 3D but still
What about
top
the
down.
air duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
Good first step here.
What can I do for you, Snake? Snake, remember what the Gaul said. The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China, but I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it. But to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
Well, I'll think about it.
Japanese game developers when they have to name a Chinese woman hitting the big Mei Ling button. Later versions and sequels get rid of her accent since she's born and raised here. Makes sense, though. I suppose she could. I could see her having one with her if her parents had one. Could go either way. I feel like both could kind of be accurate. Anyway. Yeah, I know there's a memory option, but it's kind of fun to type that stuff in, you know? Doing things. Also cam. Footsteps, that's kind of... Don't last forever because it's snowing. And yeah, you can knock while covering on a wall.
Huh? Whose footprints are these?
I don't know what button that is, though. Probably a funny one.
Huh? Whose footprints are these?
He'll never figure this one out.
A surveillance camera?
Oh, come on. You know, I would have gotten in there if there wasn't a cutscene for the camera. I hate when games do things like that.
What happened? Snake! Snake!
Let's work on a different approach. Much as whose footprints bingo is a fun event. Oh, there's something over there too. Yeah, I think it's set a little low. I can probably do something about that soon. One's that? Those I believe are the ones that scramble radar and cameras and shit. Yeah, that sort of thing. But yeah, the joke I was making earlier about using the name Mei-Ling. I know of at least 3. There's this one. There's a Mei-Ling in Saga Frontier, and then of course there is everyone's favorite Hong Mei-Ling from Project. So seems like a pretty popular go-to.
Surveillance camera?
Sure, way to... There's something in here, you know what? As well, let's crawl under the camera. Yeah, no. I guess I had to either stay closer or something else. I don't know. Also, I'm really bad at combat in this game. Good lord. I probably had to stay closer though. I was gonna just toss a chaff in.
Snake, answer me! Snake! Snake!
Oh, did I hit exit? Shit. I saved at the beginning of this section. Yeah, I bet you probably can if you stay close to it or something. I really want it that bad. Toss a chaff. Disable electronics, right? I like how it's... I like how it disables your radar, too. Now I don't have this. Now I don't have the biggest threat. I've now neutralized the biggest threat, the surveillance camera cutscene. Well, that's bad. Spotted, but... like how the instruments stay out of the music there. Yeah. I figure I'm just making my way across again. Oh, there's an item here, too.
Huh? Whose footprints are these?
Yeah, throws are good. Take the throw, they said. I don't like this path. Shit. That's better. Hey, if there's one thing I can do, it's graze. Yeah?
That base must have some kind of ventilation system to recirculate the air. There should be air ducts around there somewhere. They must need a lot of power to run the base. There's probably a diesel generator somewhere. And since generating electricity requires oxygen, there must be exhaust openings for that too. You're not gonna believe this, but they shot down the F-16s we were using as a diversion with a Hind D. Then we got a message from Liquid. He said if we try something like that again, he'll launch the nuke. Snake, hurry up and get in there. That Hind will be coming back soon.
All up to me now. Go inside the truck from that. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see a truck, but also, I don't think I need the back seating just yet. I'll let you know. Whoa. Here we go. See, here's a vent right here. It's kind of funny how ultimately this game still is like individual scenes.
Sorry, the Soliton radar.
Oh, but they do let you save, alright.
Don't give up, Snake.
Besides, I have someone in the game I can call if I need some backseating. Early 3D games love to give you someone you could call to give you a hint. Mei Ling and Navi are basically the same character when you get right down to it. Spinning box. Man. Games these days is all wondering how to get people to see objects, like they have to put yellow paint on them. Why not just make them, you know, kind of float and rotate? That always worked. Hey, well, thanks for showing up. Oh, there's rats in here.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80. Those mice are Alaskan field mice. Don't worry, they can't hurt you. Wild field mice don't have a thick layer of fat, but they can still survive the bitter winters here without hibernating. They dig tunnels under the snow. That's where they stay warm.
Survival specialists, huh? I should learn from them.
But there's a dark side too. Sometimes the males will kill and eat offspring that's not their own.
To ensure the survival of their own genes, right?
Yeah, pretty brilliant program, huh? If there are mice, that means there must be an exit somewhere. Follow the mice.
Now, I wonder how many, like, random codex about, like, animals and plants here there are that, like, hey, most people don't see because they don't think to talk to that guy again. If only I had that, still had that, that foreshadowing. Of course, they were already talking about gene stuff even in the briefing, so most definitely. That's an exclamation mark I'm allowed to see. They're going that way. What's over this? Another grate, alright. That's probably like the next main room. Right there.
Sorry, the solar...
If you don't know me, I'm a bit of a chronic saver, so if a game's gonna let me save at any point, I'm gonna start doing it a lot. The game takes from Konami's adventure games, and this is simply a new light. Yeah, I can definitely see that. So. Kojima certainly had experience with adventure games, specifically.
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Okay. Just kidding, I'm good at video games. I feel like I could get under this. Fortunately, means I lose access. I can hear things. Glad I'm playing this with headphones. Makes the depths are going. Sound works quite good. Start with B1. Dot and something else.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
If you play this game on a mono television, or chew you out for being poor. Hey, I've seen that cutscene. They don't chew you out. They tell you that it doesn't make it. It tells you that having a stereo TV isn't what makes you a good person. Sheesh. You can do it just the way you are. Open the fuck up. Guessing it's not gonna. If I can give him a call about that.
Good. You've got yourself a weapon. To use it.
Oh, and you have to type it in the first time, actually. It's not in the memory yet because I haven't typed it in.
Snake, look at your radar. We've picked...
Oops, didn't mean to press that again, though.
Looks like the chief is...
I think this was...
This is
Yeah.
Nastasha Romanenko. A pleasure
Nastasha,
to
excuse me.
work with you, Solid Snake.
You're the nuclear specialist that the Colonel mentioned?
That's me. You can ask me anything about nukes that you want. I am also a military analyst, so I have an extensive knowledge of weapon systems as well. They asked me to participate in this operation as a supervisor from the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. I was happy to accept. We must not allow terrorists to get their hands on nuclear weapons of any kind. I hope I can help you to stop them.
You're a tough lady.
Those terrorists are serious about launching a nuclear weapon? The world cannot stand by idly and allow that to happen, and neither can I. Unfortunately, all I can do from here is provide you with information.
Hopefully that'll be enough. Another soldier here wouldn't make a difference anyway. It's good to work with you, Nastasha.
Same here, Snake.
Look at the radar. Come on, Snake.
Like these are locked. And if around here, I don't think I'm gonna find them. I can look just in case.
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
Cool.
Oh, kinda damn cold. I hate Alaska. Boy, oh boy, that woman is built all right.
Built. Even people attempting to cause nuclear devastation need some desk jobs to help them. Seven also had a crawling an event looking down at dudes. I mean, FF7 kind of had everything. There's so much shit in that game, so many things that happen in it.
Not him.
That's true. The woman is probably not him.
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
But yeah, like, thing about Final Fantasy VII is that, like, there's so much in that game. Snake using his pronoun detection vision. Like, there are so many things that happen in that game that like, people know the thing that happens, but that's not even, like, the thing that happens. Knowing that game, as far as I'm aware. There's so many so much happens in that game.
Who's that?
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between ArmsTech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production.
Sounds bad. Not gonna lie.
If it hadn't been for the revolution.
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes. Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of Arms Tech.
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by Arms Tech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes. They cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color?
Zelda shit.
Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
Hey, what happened?
Well, shit.
Dead.
Localizer made up most of the acronyms. Yeah, it sounds like a blasty translation. Not in a bad way, it's just...
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but...
A heart attack? No.
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you. The Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
Ain't that unfortunate? Open. Great time for bureaucracy to kick in, right?
Don't move! So you killed the chief, you bastard! Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed. What are you doing? Don't think! Shoot!
Oops, that was the wrong button. Great time for me to not remember how shooting works in this game.
What's wrong? Snake! Snake!
Also, I meant to throw the stun grenade, but yeah, you can see it happening on the. That doesn't stun those guys very well, huh? Guessing it's better if, or in places where you haven't been seen yet. Yeah, basic combat test is a good idea to have. I know this game has boss fights as well, so. Oh.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
Don't shoot like one, which is not shooting.
Shoot!
That guy's still there with his ass out. Oh, okay, that's what that was. You're all about done.
Thanks for the help.
Wait! Who are you?
I'm sorry. Hey, ass fat, who are you? It's very funny.
You fool! You've killed him!
I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
Guess that torture degree from Torture College didn't end up paying off. Oh boy.
Good girl. Just like that.
Ah.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
Yep. Oh well. Well, I love how, according to the radar, the guy who got knocked down and his clothes stolen is still just in there with his ass out. Like he is. He just is, right? That's a higher level than I. That was a pretty long sequence, so good first step would be to give Mei Ling a call.
What can I do for you, Snake? Snake, listen to what Lo Ji said. He who knows that enough is enough will always have enough. Just because you see an item doesn't mean that you always have to get it. If you don't really need it, think twice before you stick your neck out. It might not be worth it.
Now, considering how there are versions of like every game out there, I wonder if anyone's ever made a Metal Gear or a Metal Gear Toho game where the role of Mei Ling is actually played by Mei Ling. Alright. The second floor basement is where that guy was being, where Baker was being. He might be dead, according to that other. Snake doesn't know that yet. Or what is around? Five, yeah, that's way beyond what I can do. I can do one. That's a one. I can do one. Oh wait, unless I have to actually select it. C4, goddamn. Remember what they said about walls that are painted different. Open. One. Grenades, nice. That's a 4, nothing to do. Sounds familiar. cracked walls that tend to be indicative, rather. But talking about colors. One where the president is also a helicopter. Yeah, that sounds like a Metal Gear parody. The most important aspect. Just random ass fucking trapdoor too. That what we're doing here? Fucking cartoon ass shit. Cool Looney Tune. Yeah, of course they are. Be a good bit if they weren't. Another one, nice. Or just keep myself moving. Oh, they all look pretty similar to me. Hips, Campbell?
The walls that were cemented over should look slightly different. Look at the walls carefully in first-person view mode. Try to find the walls that have a different pattern.
Did you try hitting the wall? Maybe it'll sound different too.
Those C4 explosives you've got should be able to destroy the walls that were cemented over.
That tip from Natasha helped. Good sound. Alright, this looks like it. Do that. I want to see what that one looks like. Alright, so. Oh, they detonate separate. Guess that makes sense. Poke into each one. See. I have stuff, plenty of stuff. Oh. Now. Look at Smash Snake, what a character. E4. Another fucking trapdoor in there. Still tell legends about his up tilt, right? Jesus Christ, what a move. Did not forget the basics of CQC there. What's in here? Probably should have saved first. That jammed area, anyway.
Snake, you can't use your radar in that area. There's some kind of electronic jamming coming from there. I wonder what it is. Anyway, be careful.
There's some kind of electronic jamming, and they're just like pumping techno music in like a room.
Be careful, Snake.
President Baker should be somewhere around there. Hurry up and find him.
Still looking for Baker. Luckily, I found extra C4s. Let's see. This looks like it. Scared that if I press circle while not putting one down, I'll just detonate on myself, and it seems like the kind of shit these games would pull. Oh? As I really did, and I just didn't realize it. Oh, that's solid as can be. Right ideas, Colonel?
President Baker should be...
Bro, there's nothing. Bro, on to nothing. Oh, wait, I see. Yep, I saw it too. Right there. Wasted some C4 there because I'm a moron, but... Well, have enough at least for... Need some more though. If it respawns in it. I feel like this game wouldn't let you get completely stuck for just... Maybe more than a little, but... Thought so, yeah. Yeah, they got me. Really good animation for it, too. I didn't actually know there was one on that side, too. Especially funny because I was full on bullets for that gun already. Well, let's not worry about that. As long as I keep on the move. See some 4. Hope there's no more trapdoors anytime soon. This one here. Ooh, I should have saved. Yep. Well, that's just wonderful.
Am I too late? He's alive. You're the Arms Tech president, Kenneth Baker, right? Don't worry. I'm here to save you.
No, don't touch it.
C4.
Nice move, Snake.
Right. Touch that wire, and the C4 will blow up along with the old man. So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
And you?
Special Operations Foxhound. Revolver Ocelot.
Revolver Ocelot. Revolver Ocelot.
I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake. Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend. This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt Single Action Army. 6 bullets, more than enough to kill anything that moves. Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver.
Revolver Ocelot, perhaps?
Draw! Draw! Hiding won't help you. I understand the bullets you see. I make them go where I want.
This is more than a little silly. Ah, shit. Nice shot, asshole.
I love to reload during a battle. There's nothing like the feeling of slamming a long silver bullet into a well-raised cheek.
Oh, right, you don't touch those or else it's GG. Big Boss's side check. Yeah, I know Revolver Ocelot's got a bit of... Not even the normal, just, you idiot! That rules. This game's awesome. I guess they can save and whatever. No more looking over Kojima's shoulder running Zigbar. God, you're right. Oh.
Snake, you can't use your... Be careful.
That was the wrong one. Probably pull out my gun. You gotta be real... I know you have to be pretty careful how you shoot in this.
Hiding won't help you. I understand the bullets you see. I make them go where I want. I love to reload during a battle. There's nothing like the feeling of slamming a long silver bullet into a well-raised cheek. All right, I'm alive. Let's go.
Close one.
You better hurry up. The old man's not gonna last too long. Don't you want to settle this?
For rations.
I love the smell of Corda. You know,
Alright. So you get one shot on him at a time. Okay, there's a bit of auto-aim. Alright, that's very helpful to figure out. Alright, this makes sense now. I can put the gun away if I press the button to go back to hand without letting go of square, which is nice. And so yeah, this is very much just a straightforward test of how the gun mechanics work, making sure you know. One more.
Wait a minute.
That was close. Uh-oh, this is close. There we go. Nice.
You're pretty good.
That's a line I know.
From the man with the same code as the boss. It's been a long time since I had such a good fight, but I'm just getting warmed up.
What? My hand!
Oh.
Stealth camouflage. Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again. Who are you? I like you. I have no name.
Who's Gray Fox? This guy has no name. I didn't die there, wow.
That exoskeleton.
I feel like he can just kind of do that as sort of a running thing in Metal Gear games. Except, unless you call someone on with your codec and they explain it in extreme detail.
DARPA chief told me he gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
What? Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mantis's mind probe.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Kind of like a psychic insulation. Everyone who knows these top secret codes has it.
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
But the DARPA chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah, I'm sure. In that case, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
It looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
Oh, he's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
Ha, you're a funny man. So the DARPA chief, is he okay?
Dead.
What? Can't be. No, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up.
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you. I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree, but what do they really want?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
Who override the detonation code? I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists?
No, that woman.
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
A female soldier, it must be.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the Colonel's niece?
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's... Oh, sorry. I forgot. Damn!
They really...
Oh, that's right. It should be on the back of the CD case. Try to contact her.
I'll contact her right away. But tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
You need to find Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering, but a little bit of an oddball. If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launching, it's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
You'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy Metal Gear.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been. The amount of spent nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing even today. Listen, have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see. Because there's still no real way to dispose of the stuff.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, but several pounds of MUF are reported every year.
MUF?
It stands for material unaccounted for. It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with no way to turn. In other words, there's plenty of available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age when any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
Russia and China still maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
You mean Metal Gear?
Yes. You know our industry suffered quite a blow as a result of the cuts in military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes. And after my company lost their bid to produce the Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black project?
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the Military Oversight Committee.
Kyrie's Metal Gear's.
prefer to think of it as good business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted after the results of this exercise were analyzed.
I don't give a crap about you and your company.
Yes, that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here, this is what you came for, right?
What's that?
An optical disc. It's all here. The main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise. Don't play dumb. I know you were sent to get this. I hid it from that sadistic maniac while he was torturing me. They don't know this disc exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss. I'll give you my card too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
Can you walk?
No. No, you go on without me. They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret?
An experimental genome soldier.
You know him?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from Foxhound. She knows better than I.
Naomi?
You've got to stop them. If it goes public, my company and I are finished.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but...
Oh, there it is.
What did you do to me? Oh, no. Oh, no, it can't be. Those Pentagon bastards. So, they actually went and did it.
What are you talking about?
They're just using you for...
Gee, that's not suspicious or anything.
What the hell?
Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart attack, but...
Some kind of poison?
Well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn!
Snake, I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
Snake, there's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
Bunch of suspicious happenings, huh? Huh, a little health upgrade too. Anyway. And I'm gonna take a quick save and then take a short break. I need to refill my
You
water.
can't use your radar in that area.
I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, I had to get something to drink, and also, of course, I had to get the CD case. Look at it and find, Meryl's number.
Careful, Snake.
Call her, I have to get out of this, you know, jammed area. Oh, and I have a level 2 card now. Oh. There's a floor, is it? Or is it just another? Oh yeah, I just blew through a fucking wall to get in here, so. First person aiming completely breaks Ocelot's fight. Hey. Yeah, I was gonna say something that, like, it's kind of interesting that the two main oh, there's guards down here now. I have a level 2. Funny is that you could it's the number is actually low enough that you could feasibly just go through this it's one by one until you get her and not take that long. But yeah.
Who are you?
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece, Meryl, right?
No, it's not him. Just exactly who are you?
I'm the fool that your uncle sent all alone into the middle of this whole mess.
You came by yourself? You think you're some kind of one-man army? You're not even armed.
I appreciate your help from before, but I don't need lectures. You're just like your uncle, you know?
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
Aha. Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake?
That's what some people
They called his ass Solid Snake.
Solid Snake? You? Sorry about before. I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
It's your eyes.
My eyes?
They're not soldiers' eyes.
And they're rookies' eyes, right?
No, they're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
Oh, just what I'd expect from the legendary Solid Snake. You trying to sweep me off my feet?
Don't worry, you'll land back on them once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Why did you look so surprised when you saw my face?
Because you look just like him.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake?
Yeah, you know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal then?
Who knows? Why don't you ask him? But first I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Boy, oh boy, it's just like them. Nobody told you anything, did they? Okay, you see, this place isn't really for disposing nuclear weapons. This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of arms tech.
This is a civilian base?
Right, for the development of Metal Gear.
Colonel.
Foxhound and the Next Generation Special Forces were called here for the test launching of a dummy nuclear warhead.
Why Foxhound?
Because they're a special ops group used to handling top secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush-hush.
But we must have fired nuclear warheads before. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. Well, that's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry. I'm not sure. I was captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
Oh yeah, that's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right?
That's right.
Amazing you were able to keep him hidden from the guards.
Well, women have more hiding places than men. Anyway, you met Baker, huh? How's he holding up?
He's dead.
What?
Heart attack. Same as the DARPA chief.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
Yeah. Was either of them sick or anything?
No, not that I heard of.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences. Something funny's going on.
Sounds like it, but I have no idea what.
Me neither. Yet. Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
You mean Dr. Emmerich?
Yes. Is he still alive?
Probably. He should be in the research lab in the second floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
Second floor basement?
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching program.
So they'll need him alive until that's done anyway.
Then we better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It won't be the first time.
Ah.
What's the best way to get to the building where the doctor is being held?
There's a cargo door on the first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well, I've got to go save the doctor. You should go.
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green. I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
I mean, on this screen, everyone's green.
You pause for just 1 second in front of your enemy and it's all over. Good luck doesn't last forever.
I don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away. I never had any problems in training, but when I thought about my bullets tearing through those soldiers' bodies, I hesitated.
Shooting at targets and shooting at living, breathing people are different.
Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed about being a soldier. Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action, and now...
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, Meryl. Everybody feels sick the first time they kill someone. Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it. In a war, all of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits come out. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat high. The adrenaline in your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay. Let me try to say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard. Just like my uncle said.
Huh. I told you. The real me is no match for the legend.
It looks like you were right. Okay, Snake. I'll be a good girl.
We'll link up after I grab the doctor. Then we'll take care of the detonation code override.
Gotcha. But listen, I know this area better than you. Call me if you have any questions.
Be careful, okay?
After I open up the cargo door, I'll contact you.
That conversation was really long, so that warrants some saving.
You called, Snake? Snake, like Shakespeare said, knots had, all spent, while our desire is got without content. Basically, it means that your desire can get you into trouble if you're not careful. That goes for items, too.
Another warning about trying to grab everything. That's pretty funny. I wonder if that was a problem they ran into with players in testing, or even in the earlier games. Anyway, there's probably at least one more door I can open. Here are the two. Ooh, nice. Guess I should have hit that Kodak first, huh? Aimed wrong.
Snake, answer me. Snake.
You're not gonna make me do that conversation again, are you? Guess I would have to call it. Oh, let me check the memory, actually. I'm just gonna... hit the reset button on my real console, if that's okay. Save. Pause the fast forward button on my real console. So a couple funny things I've been thinking here. One is that it's sort of funny that ultimately, let's say the reason the idea of making a Metal Gear was revived was because it would make money. I feel like that ends up being sort of relevant to Kojima's career. Huh, well, I guess saves start at the beginning of the room anyway. Well, yes. It's neat that the first two required encounters in this game are, do you know how to shoot the gun, and do you know how to aim the gun?
Who are you?
They at least let you mash through these, which is nice. Another thing, according to a thing I read while looking for an image of the CD case, there's a similar thing in Metal Gear 2 on the MSX where you had to basically figure out, you had to learn a radio. It's a little more complicated. You had to learn a radio frequency of these prisoners by decoding the the knocks they were like knocking on a wall. Oh, but you had to look at the manual to you know, decode them, and which makes me realize this whole thing just goes back to like fucking copy protection manuals from copy protection measures from old PC games where they made you pull some shit out of the manual to continue the game. That's just what it is. It's not some brilliant. It's not even some like this. It doesn't even seem like some brilliant and unique like fourth wall break anymore. Apart from the character like directly saying the C on this PD case, it's just like same shit you'd see in like it's the same shit you'd see in like a fucking Sierra game or whatever. That's really funny if I think about it that way. Well, feelies was when they included like a physical thing with your games. Sometimes those would be used for like in-game things, but if it was just, I don't think a manual counts a feelie per se. It's really funny that smoking like literally drains your health. Get weapon first. All right. Smoking lets you see lasers, but it drains your life. Like you can see it like counting down just a little bit. Smoking is hazardous to your health. Yeah, exactly. It's an adventure game. Alright, so I think I gotta go back to the first floor.
Snake, I unlocked the cargo door for you.
Thanks. Where are you?
Where I can see ya.
Don't move around too much.
Don't worry, I'm disguised in this enemy uniform.
You won't be for long with the way you walk.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Listen, Snake, the cargo door is like an airlock. It's equipped with infrared sensors. Be careful. If an intruder is sensed, gas is released.
Gas?
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
Wait, you said you'd stay put and be a good girl.
I changed my mind.
Don't get careless. That's when things always turn sour.
Sorry, but this is the only way I can figure out whether or not I'm cut out to be a soldier. I gotta get my hands dirty.
These guys are professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
Cargo door's open, but apparently infrared lasers, so might have to light up again. Probably find some rations soon.
Be careful, Snake. That airlock is set with infrared sensors. You probably can't see them with your naked eyes, but there are...
You just ran through and didn't get caught. You didn't know about this thing and you got lucky. Move up and down. Like you just have to hurry up before smoking just straight up kills you. That's really... Right.
What's up, Snake? What is it, Snake?
Off to the next part of the game. Yes.
Snake, in China they say, you must cross the river before you tell the crocodile he has bad bread. Do you know what that means? It means that the wise man avoids danger first. Use your brain to avoid traps and stay away from the enemy.
Really want to make sure we know what a stealth game is, huh?
Snake, be careful. There are Claymore mines around there. Use a mine detector.
Who are you?
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? The informant from the Watergate scandal?
Never mind about that.
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby?
Listen, there's a tank in front of your position waiting to ambush you.
Who are you, anyway?
One of your fans.
Hey, would know about a fucking mine detector.
Colonel, I got a codec call from someone outside this operation.
I know. We were monitoring the call. Mei Ling knows everything about the communication system, so let me have her explain it to you.
Well, if somebody knows your frequency, they can call you. But the question is, how did he learn it? It's top secret information.
So you mean someone leaked the information?
That's the only explanation I can think of.
Mei Ling, do you know where that transmission originated from?
I'm sorry. The radio waves were too weak to locate their source, but I'm sure he's near you, somewhere on the base.
Snake, you'll have to go through the minefield to advance.
Tips on, like, detecting mines so I don't fucking die like I almost did.
A minefield, huh? You'll need a mine detector. Meryl knows the base like the back of her hand. Why don't you ask her?
Yeah.
The place is mined? Well, if you use a mine detector, you'll be able to see the mines displayed on your radar. If you need a mine detector, there should be one on the second floor of the tank hangar.
Might actually not have enough health for that. Yeah. Yeah, that's an instant kill, basically. What a pain.
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake!
Game sometimes gives more hints if you call more than once. I can ask some of the other peanut gallery.
Master, does the name Deep Throat mean anything to you?
Deep Throat? What? You mean the guy from Watergate?
No, but he uses the same name. Whoever he is, he's not part of our operation, but he's been giving me advice by codec.
What?
On top of that, he wasn't using burst transmission. It seems he was transmitting from somewhere on this base.
Somewhere on the base?
Yes.
I have no idea who that could be.
I see.
Deep Throat, no? Or we could find a mine detector? No? Alright. Might as well call the whole gang.
It is just like Baker said. We are facing increasing danger from stored nuclear materials. You see, there are 3 elements necessary.
Well, it's a bit of flavor, but...
They say that...
could be fucked. Probably not as easy as just go. No rations? Nah, I'm out. Yeah, that's a whole fucking tank, ain't it?
This is Raven's territory. Snakes don't belong in Alaska.
Oh, it's the boss too.
Let you pass. Send him a message. That's right, you belong on the ground. You should crawl on the ground like the snake you are. Come, let's fight.
I prefer not to. Oh, thank God. Alright, well. That helps a lot. Still don't like the situation regarding mines. Also a fucking tank. I want to get some rations, and then after that I'll probably give some. I at least found a path, like, that I can at least get to those rations without exploding. Here's the rations. Tips, guys?
Snake, look out for that tank's main gun. It'll pulverize you. There should be some way. Ask Nastasha. She knows everything there is to know about weapon systems.
Okay. What's the skinny on the tank?
That M1 tank is equipped with advanced Victronics. Once it locks onto a target, it automatically tracks it. And its main gun is effective up to 3,000 meters. To get close, you'll have to confuse its tracking system. Use your chaff. If you can jam the system and get close enough, it won't be able to use its main gun. Use your chaff at a long distance to fool its electronic systems.
Probably could have thought of that, but glad I didn't have to. That's what we have. That's what I got a team for, right? Question is, oh, little too early. All right, that's pretty funny. Oh, that cutscene used up all the damning time, huh? Any mines over here? I sure hope not. Might as well use them. Oh. Huh, that actually did not damage me. That's pretty funny. They also gave me some regular grenades, so I believe that's probably going to be the answer to hit. But yeah, I'm getting knocked over, but not taking damage here. That's pretty funny. Not gonna lie, I thought I was close to that guy. Oh yeah, but they said if it's too close, I can't use my, can't use the main gun, so I was not too close. Alright. I think I'm seeing how this fight works now. Just gotta cross more distance before I pull out some other weapons. Man, imagine if you come in here without the mine detector and without any chaff left. I'd be fucked.
That M1.
And yeah, if you die a few times, they start automatically giving ask you to take a hint. You know, just like Sonic Adventure 2 if you die on a boss a few times. All these guys are basically just Omochao when you get right down to it. Literally the exact same thing. Other issues with tanks, they can just run you over, but yeah, it looks like the plan is to grenade. I wonder if I can shoot the guy as well. I'll try that too, but they're giving me grenades for a reason. I get the feeling it's kind of the play. jeez. Yeah, it doesn't look like that aim. That's a good throw. Oh, there's a mine, okay. Ah, and then... Alright. Curious about the optimal range to be here. To also get the grenade completely in the cockpit. I've never been good at basketball. Luckily, hand grenades are one of the few things that close does count in. Along with horseshoes, of course. They're invisible for... Wow, they're invisible for a hot minute after that, huh?
See how you like this?
Oh, there's another one. Whip rations, though. Actually activate? Well, we'll see. Fucking die anyway. Not quite. Yep, seems so. It's hard to get in the right range for this. Damn. I think that's close. Oh! Was close enough, wow. Yeah, that's Metal Gear. Sometimes you fight a tank.
Well, boss, I hope you are happy. He got the card.
We'll play with him a little longer.
You would be wise not to underestimate him.
What did you think of him?
He is just as you said. In battle, he is as if possessed by a demon. Much like you, I would expect no less.
See? I told you so. But I will kill him.
So, General Ivan, I hear he took your hand as well as your dignity.
Watch your tongue, shaman.
In the language of the Sioux people, Sioux means snake. It is known as an animal to be feared.
Well, Snake is mine now. When I meet him next, I'll take special care of him.
Not yet. Don't kill him yet.
He and I will meet again in battle.
Same prediction as always?
Yes, the raven on my head. It thirsts for his blood.
We're through that, thank goodness.
You called Snake? How's it going, Snake? Have you gotten used to using the radar yet?
Yeah, it's a great system. Not only can I read the topography, but I can monitor the movement of the bad guys, too.
Pretty convenient, huh? It also makes it easy for us to see everything that you're doing.
You're watching everything?
Of course. If you were my boyfriend, you'd never be able to cheat on me.
Being monitored 24 hours a day, that'd be like hell.
Don't think of it like that. At least you'd never get lost.
Very silly. What's my next step, Meryl?
You're incredible, Snake. You single-handedly beat an M1 tank.
No big deal. But I'll bet that VR simulator you trained on didn't have any scenarios that put you one-on-one against a tank, did it?
No, but there was no scenario where I had to work alone with a Special Forces soldier against a group of terrorists either.
In real life, things never go the way you expect them to, especially on a battlefield.
I'm already holed up in the Warhead storage building. It looks like Dr. Emmerich is still fine, but I'm not sure for how much longer. Hurry up this way, okay?
I had a feeling this was a good idea. Got a ration. Health's already up. Well, I'm in better shape now. Glad they kind of fix you up after that boss fight. Ugh. Fun's gonna start again soon. Okay, control panel up there? Oh, okay, it is already open. Just a little bit.
Be careful. You absolutely must not use weapons in that area.
I've already programmed the nanomachine so that he won't be able to, Colonel.
What? What are you talking about?
Have you forgotten? That's where they keep the nuclear warheads. Can't you see them?
Yeah, there's lots of boxes piled up here, but are they all warheads?
Yes, they're all dismantled warheads.
They just leave them here? It's like President Baker said, totally careless.
They're working on a limited budget. They try to put on a pretty face for the media, but this is the grim reality of it. Nastasha knows lots more about it than I do.
All of the warheads in those boxes have had their detonation mechanisms removed, so there's no fear of them exploding. But if the warheads are broken, they might leak plutonium, and that would be a serious problem.
Snake, never use your weapon on that floor.
So you can crawl under cameras. Real close. Like 3D third. Yeah, I mean, it's important, especially since, you know, it's a good way to make this, you know, 3D, especially since the game is otherwise played from a top-down perspective. This is Metal Gear 3, after all. Kinda has me thinking, apparently, like, part of the reason Metal Gear Solid 2 is the way it is specifically because, like, Kojima first started, you know, thinking about it was like, well, what would a Metal Gear 4 be? But then since it was like ultimately all like very specifically being asked to make a Metal Gear Solid 2, this was like, okay, so what does it mean to be a sequel to Metal Gear Solid specifically? A lot of it was kind of thinking about like, I think that's kind of what led to like subversion of expectations and stuff he was going for with that game. I guess that second floor basement was where Hal was.
What can I do for you, Snake? Snake, have you ever heard the saying, friendly counsel cuts off many foes? It means that a little bit of advice from friends can save you a lot of trouble. You should think about it. If you're in trouble or if you need some information about something, please contact Colonel Campbell or someone else, okay?
Villains of MGS2 are technically people who are unaware of the MSX games. That's really funny. On that note, it does have me thinking. The characters have mentioned they don't know what the terrorists want, but I believe they stated at the beginning of the game one thing they did request, which was the ashes of Big Boss. What do they want that for? What's going on here? Seems bad.
Snake, watch out. That place is filled with gas. Also, the floor is electrified. First, destroy the high voltage switch. It's the switchboard on the northwest wall.
But how? I can't reach it.
Use a remote-controlled missile.
Hey, where the fuck do I find that? Where do I find my side B? I'm not asking chat, but like... I can always ask this chat. Is this basically just chat?
For the time being, let's trust what Deep Throat told us. Use a remote-controlled missile to destroy the switchboard in the northwest section of the Warhead Storage Building's second-floor basement. Make sure your remote-controlled missile doesn't get shot down by those gun cameras. For the time being...
By that name? Good fucking question.
It is just like... They say... Just like Baker said.
Yeah, I thought you knew about weapons, you know about
After the fall of...
whatever it is. Like, good lord, you have a lot of information on nuclear stuff, but...
It looks like the DARPA chief and...
There's so much dialogue about just like the general state of like nuclear weapons in the world. This game is like, oh, Kojima can do what he was doing. Come on, there's a guy named Solid Snake and a guy named Deep Throat. He knows what the fuck he's doing. B1. I wonder if I can find it. Door I can go through. Bathroom here. There is... Well, I can't go in there, obviously. wants to be a leader. Let's add chat since forever, right? Oh boy. Open that. Interesting. You know, I probably should have just pulled out another gun. Because I forgot I wasn't on the no gun floor.
Snake, are you okay? Snake! Snake!
They had an integration that asked who was online. That's nuts. Oh, I can hide under the desk. Apparently that door. Something in there. There it is. Alright. Uh-oh. Alright. I got a little hasty there. Keep an eye on the radar for a bit. A little patience goes a long way. Guided missile. The fact that enemies can activate the doors is diabolical, right? There's layers to this shit. Whoa, that's fast. Oh, okay, it slows down when you turn at least. Oh, because, yeah, what makes this confusing is that the radar sticks on where I am. Yeah, it's side B. Idiot. Also, I can't spend too long doing it. Ah, shit. Gonna burn all my ammo. I wish the camera could... going fast. I'm looking there. Ah, okay. So it is just right around that corner. Well, I think that blew up the camera, so. Power. Camera there, but yep, that sounds fine. Keep going this way, I guess. Oh. Normal. Into Otakon yet? What's that?
It looks like they were cut by some type of blade.
No, I haven't. I believe it'll be here soon, but I think this is first.
It's a ghost.
Because it doesn't let you use the Nikido while the radar's jammed. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that seems fine. Or that ninja. That seems a bit blown up, so. Yeah, I've actually played a solid chunk of this game before, or Otakon's after this bit here. Yeah, see?
Stealth camouflage? Who are you?
Where is my friend?
What are you talking about? Oh, what next?
Snake.
You're that ninja.
I've been waiting for you.
Kojima makes games for real pissers.
Neither enemy nor friend. I am back from a world where such words are meaningless. I've removed all obstacles. Now you and I will battle to the death.
What do you want?
I've waited a long time for this day. Now I want to enjoy the moment.
What's with these guys? It's like one of my Japanese animes.
He said the thing, guys!
From another world to do battle with you.
What is it, revenge?
It is nothing so trivial as revenge. A fight to the death with you. Only in that can my soul find respite. I will kill you, or you will kill me. It
Look, he's a ninja, not a linguist.
Meet that man. Keep your hands off him.
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again.
Now, ninjas in Kojima games really like to talk about how much killing things makes them feel alive.
That's Snake, you can't defeat me with a weapon like that.
Looks like this is gonna be hand to hand, huh?
Good. Now we can fight as warriors. Hand to hand. It is the basis of all combat.
Hand to hand.
Who trusts his life to a weapon?
Cock to cock. That flip kick has some range to it. I wonder if I can grab this guy. Probably not worth trying. Too much of a masher. Maybe if he starts blocking, I'll go for a grab, but... Got a ground pound. Funny they're giving me bullets for this. You know, if they... I bet they'll get really mad if I pull out a gun now, but... I don't know, I kinda like punching this guy out. You know, if this guy's a cyborg... Probably got a lot of electronics in him, right? Looks like you get one opening there. You could try that. I do want to try one more time and see if he'll actually just let me shoot him. Okay, so you can shoot him, but it's not particularly notable damage-wise, so... Still. Neat that the chaff works, because he's literally a cyborg. I teched the throw! I actually tried to throw there, and he just landed softly. He literally techs throws, that's awesome. Just knows the police knots poster. So this is what the chaff is really for. Worry so much about chasing him around. He's not super hard to see. I'll still cast the shadows. I tried throwing him while he's kneeling. You can't. You can probably throw him after you just, you know, chaff him first, though. Actually, I'm gonna do that. it doesn't do damage. Oh well. Just text the throw, man. Aha! Ooh, that's a tricky move. Yeah, now you just gotta bait the counter.
That's it. I remember that punch. Do you remember, Snake? The feel of battle. The clashing of bone and sinew. That's good, Snake.
Almost there. I am getting really good at baiting that now. I'm a master baiter.
That's good, Snake.
One or two more should do it. Mods. Nice. Master Baiter versus Deep Throat, a battle for the ages. Hey, Solid Snake's here too. Okay, so I don't touch that. I think this is the point where I just fucking shoot the guy. For rations, it's a little worried. Yeah, that's a good ass fight. Cool.
I felt that, Snake. Do you remember me now?
Can't be. You were killed in Zanzibar. What? Not again.
Oh shit.
What's happening?
Losing myself.
Is it over?
Not till the fish jumps.
Gray Fox. Colonel, that ninja is Gray Fox. No doubt about it.
Ridiculous. You of all people should know he died in Zanzibar.
No. He should have died, but he didn't.
What?
It happened before I joined Foxhound's medical staff. They were using a soldier for their gene therapy experiments.
I never heard that.
It happened right after you retired. My predecessor, Dr. Clark, was in charge.
Dr. Clark?
Yes. He started the gene therapy project.
And where is he now?
He was killed in an explosion in his lab 2 years ago.
So what about this soldier?
Apparently, for their test subject, they decided to use the body of a soldier who was recovered after the fall of Zanzibar.
And that was Gray Fox.
But he was already dead.
Yes. But they revived him. They fitted him with a prototype exoskeleton and kept him drugged for 4 years while they experimented on him like a plaything. Today's genome soldiers were born from those experiments.
That's the sickest thing I ever heard.
They used him to
Screenshot
test all
that
sorts
quote.
of gene therapy techniques.
Naomi, why didn't you tell us about this sooner?
Because it's confidential information.
Is that the only reason?
Naomi, what happened to Gray Fox after that?
The record says he died in the explosion.
I see. But even if that ninja is Gray Fox, the question is, why?
From what I could tell, he didn't know who he was.
Are you saying that he's just a mindless robot?
I'm not sure, but he seems intent on fighting me to the death. We'll meet again. I know it.
So you'll fight again? Until you kill him?
I'd rather not. but maybe that's what he wants.
How long are you gonna stay in there?
It's funny how well that works despite us not actually getting the prequel where I see character.
I'm not. I always work alone.
Alone? Are you an otaku too?
Come on, get out. We can't stay here forever.
Your uniform is different than theirs.
You're the Metal Gear Chief Engineer, Hal Emmerich, right?
You know me?
I heard about you from Meryl.
Oh, so you're here to rescue me?
Sorry, but no. There's something that I've got to do first.
Oh, well, at least you're not one of them.
Huh. Are you hurt?
Hey, it was a game for a personal computer we never got.
I just twisted my ankle a little bit trying to get away.
Well, if that's all, it's nothing to worry about.
Hey, you can just have, like, characters from someone's past that exist in a story.
Huh? Metal Gear?
Yeah. What's Metal Gear really designed for?
It's a mobile TMD. It's designed to shoot down nuclear missiles. Only for defensive purposes, of course.
Liar. I already know that Metal Gear is nothing but a nuclear-equipped walking deathmobile.
Nuclear? What are you talking about?
The terrorists are planning to use Metal Gear to launch a nuclear missile. You telling me you didn't know?
They're gonna put a dismantled warhead into Metal Gear's TMD missile module?
Wrong. From the beginning, the purpose of this exercise was to test Metal Gear's nuclear launch capability using a dummy nuclear warhead. The terrorists are just continuing the work you started.
No, you're wrong.
I heard it directly from your boss, Baker.
No. A nuclear missile on Rex?
So you really didn't know?
No. All the armament was built by a separate department, and the President personally supervised the final assembly of the main unit.
President Baker?
Yeah. I was never told exactly what they armed Rex with. I only know it's equipped with a Vulcan cannon, a laser, and a railgun.
A railgun, you said?
Yeah. It uses magnets to fire bullets at extremely high velocities. The technology was originally developed for the SDI system and later scrapped. We were successful in miniaturizing it, in a joint venture between ArmsTech and Rivermore National Labs. The railgun is on Rex's right arm.
Metal Gear's main function is to launch nuclear missiles. You sure you're not forgetting something?
It's true that Metal Gear has a missile module on its back that can carry up to 8 missiles, but are you saying it was originally meant to carry nuclear missiles?
Who designed the thing? I thought you'd know.
Yeah, but that's not all I think.
Love Snake's sassy little pose there.
Missiles, then they should already have all the practical data they need.
No. Could it be? Metal Gear's co-developer, Rivermore National Labs, was working on a new type of nuclear weapon. They were using NOVA and NIF laser nuclear fusion testing equipment and supercomputers.
So they developed a new type of nuclear weapon in a VR testing lab, huh?
Yes, but you can't use virtual data on a battlefield. They would need actual launch data. These are some of the supercomputers. If you link these, you can test everything in a virtual environment. But it's all just theoretical.
So this exercise was designed to test the real thing.
What did our president do? If the terrorists launched that thing... Damn. Damn. I'm such a fool. It's all my fault. The truth is, my grandfather was part of the Manhattan Project. He suffered with the guilt for the rest of his life.
I think they made a movie about that
My
recently.
father, he was born on August 6th, 1945.
The day of the Hiroshima bomb. God's got a sense of humor, all right.
3 generations of Emmerich men. We must have the curse of nuclear weapons written into our DNA. I used to think that I could use science to help mankind, but the one that wound up getting used was me. Using science to help mankind, it's just in the movies.
That's enough crying. Pull yourself together. Where is Metal Gear? Where on this base are they keeping it?
Rex is in the underground maintenance base.
Where's that?
North of the communications tower, but it's a long way there.
The emergency override system for the detonation code is there too?
Yeah, in the maintenance base control room. You'd better hurry. If they were planning a launch from the start, then their ballistic program is probably finished. And since they haven't called for me in a few hours, they must not need me. In other words, they must be ready to launch.
Meryl's got the detonation code override keys. We'll link up with her.
If we can't override the launch, we'll have to destroy Rex. I'll show you the way.
On that leg of yours, you'll just slow me down.
You'll need me if you're gonna destroy Rex.
I don't need you. I just need your brain.
I created Rex. It's my right, my duty to destroy him.
If you get a chance, try to escape. When the coast is clear, I'll contact you by codec.
How am I supposed to escape from an island?
Okay.
So what then?
I want you to hide somewhere and keep me informed. You know this place well, don't you?
Of course I do. And don't worry, I've got this. It's the same stealth technology as the Ninja. Foxhound was gonna use them, but with this I'll be fine. Bad leg and all.
Good. But I want Meryl to watch after you too.
Meryl, the engineer's okay.
That's a relief.
I want you to look after him. Where are you now?
Very close.
There she is! Over there!
Oh no! Damn, they've spotted me.
Meryl, what happened?
Something's wrong.
Did you hear something? Wasn't that some kind of music?
What did she look like?
She was wearing the same green uniform as the terrorists.
A disguise?
She had such a cute way of walking. She kind of wiggles from behind.
Oh god, this shit.
Really looking.
Well, she's got a very cute behind.
Way of walking, huh?
Right, this shit.
If she's disguised as the enemy, you'll have to contact her when she's alone, huh? There's only one place where we can be sure she's by herself.
Where's that?
Don't be so dense. Here, use this security card. It's security level 4.
Oh no.
You're not in pain. You feel okay? Nothing bothering you?
What's wrong? Getting all friendly all of a sudden.
No, nothing. I'm glad you're okay.
You're strange.
I'm a little nervous. Everyone else I've saved suddenly dies.
You're bad luck.
Forget it, Doctor.
Call me Otacon.
Otacon?
It stands for Otaku Convention. And Otaku's a guy like me who likes Japanimation.
I'm just so glad this is in an era
the
where
first country to successfully
Japanimation.
make bipedal robots. They're still the best in the field of robotics.
And Japanese cartoons played some part in that?
They did. I didn't get into science to make nuclear weapons, you know.
That's what all scientists say.
I became a scientist because I wanted to make robots like the ones in the Japanese animes. Really, it's true.
Just sounds like a childish excuse to me.
You're right. We have to take responsibility. Science has always
Thank you,
thrived on war.
oh, is that just straight up
The
police
weapons
knots? I was
mass
gonna say if
destruction
there
were
was.
created by scientists who wanted to be famous. But that's all over now. I won't take part in murder anymore.
Whatever. All I want from you is information.
Sure. I know everything about this whole base. Ask me anything about Rex or about this place. Also, with this stealth camouflage, I can sneak in and out of the armory and mess hall. If you need ammo or rations, just tell me and I'll bring them to you. I'm on frequency 141.12. See you later.
I'm out of rations right now. Maybe I should call Otacon soon. Not true. I don't think Snake has ever cursed in his life.
Snake, the warhead storage building that you're in has 1 floor above ground and 2 floors below ground. Why don't you search there too?
That's why it was internal. Yeah, true. It's already midnight. Flies when I'm playing a game this cool. Well, I guess I started late too. I'll go a bit longer and then call it a night.
Snake, there's an old Chinese saying, a scholar who cherishes the love of comfort is not fit to be deemed a scholar. Einstein said it another way. He said that only a life lived for others is worth living. That's why I entered MIT instead of Princeton or Vassar like my friends. I wanted to do applied physics, not just theoretical stuff. I wanted to make things for people. The Soliton radar system or the Codex system. I just wanted to make something that would be useful for people. I think that it was the same for Dr. Emmerich too. But he was used like a tool, used to make a horrible killing machine. Maybe it would be better if engineers like us just stopped making things. I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night now. Like I said, it's already midnight and this game moves actually pretty quickly. I'm surprised it was. I had a good 3 hours of this so quickly. Alright. Thank you all for showing up. I'll probably continue this game on Friday. I'm enjoying it more than I did last time I played it, which is nice. See y'all later.